Hey everybody, welcome back to Buddy Spirits and Cigars. Today we are going to do Peerless. Haven't had this one yet. Pretty excited about it. I was actually gifted this bottle on my birthday. Mr. Kevin Johnson, thank you very much for this bottle. Greatly appreciate it. Good friend of mine. He's taller than me, but I let him get by with it. It's fine.
Wow.
This is Peerless small batch. It is 110.1 proof. Probably going to really notice that 0.1, you know.
That's why it's got to be there.
It's got to be there.
0.1, that's a difference maker.
It's a difference maker.
That's where that flavor comes
that
from.
might be the make it or break it part of the proof points. I'm not sure.
Hey, 0.1 makes you average, just below average, or just above average.
Trust me, that's a lot of areas I want to count every little decimal I can get.
Anyway, so this is non-chill filtered. Strictly sweet mash, no water added. This is their barrel proof. So,
family show.
Pretty excited to try this. Haven't had it yet. And anyway, we'll go ahead and get this dude opened up and see what she's like.
I've heard this is good, and then I've heard their double oaked is also very, very good.
I've been doing a lot of sport betting. It makes me want to bet on things like this bottle pop. I'm going to say it's going to be a 3.2 on the bottle pop.
Not a bad one.
It's satisfying.
That's definitely satisfying.
I'm going to give it a 3.75.
So would you, as far as the bottle pop goes, how would you have won that, or?
I lost it. That was a loss.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't know if there was a win margin of error or whatever in that.
From what I learned from sport betting, there is no margin of error.
I like the way this bottle looks. I mean, it favors the shape of a barrel, like the barrel bands here and everything. I think it's pretty cool looking bottle.
I like the spout. When they have the flared spout, it makes it like you don't get any dribble.
Dribble is important to not get in everywhere.
You know what I mean?
It's very important.
Especially when it's like a really good bourbon. You don't want to waste any of that. You want it right where you want it.
No to the dribble. All right. Let's see what it's like. It's ethanol forward on the nose.
Yeah, very.
Very.
I don't like the nose.
There's a little sweetness that peeks through in there. A little bit of caramel.
It's got a nice color as well. I think.
I'd do her.
That is a nice color.
Family show.
Oh, sorry.
Legs aren't bad. A little thin. I mean, but they still.
I'm going to drink it.
I taste the 0.1.
Yeah. For sure.
Initial thought is it's a little medicinal on the dissipation of the. After you take the sip, it seems like it's a little medicinal when it starts to disappear.
It's got a hug.
We'll try it again. Yeah, I think it's got a hint of medicinal taste to me.
Yeah, it does.
And when you switch this around your palate, this actually to me hits my whole palate, like all over.
Yeah. I get some ethanol in that.
But it's not thick by any means. It's not chewy. It's good. It's not horrible at all. It's good.
Sweet off the rip.
But you can tell it drinks like 110 proof. I mean,
yeah.
It's not real harsh and just a horrible experience. It's not that for me. But you can tell it's a higher proof, but it's to me, I'd like more flavor out of something that's just this much of a proof point. That's just me.
It's thin.
Yeah, it is thin.
We know a price point?
Man, I think these are around $90, $100, something like that.
80 to 90, the ones I've seen.
Yeah, so I'm going to say $90. So I don't know. I'm glad it was a gift. I'm just going to say that.
What a great guy, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good bottle.
Yeah, it is good. But
and I always love when I get those bottles that are like $90 to $100 as gifts, because it's a lot harder for me to go out and spend that money when I haven't had it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But then I get it and I'm like, oh, this is great. I'm going to buy one, or maybe not.
No, you're exactly right. It's just, I don't know.
I get like a, I'm just going to go with it. Y'all might look at me like I'm crazy. You're saying medicinal, but I get like a cough syrupy.
That's
Is that the medicinal? Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a medicine.
Okay. Well, I didn't. Shit, I'm sorry.
No, I'm not grapping at you. I'm just. That's what I thought off the first.
Yeah.
Off the as it kind of starts to dissipate, it kind of becomes a little more prevalent on that medicinal part.
There is a sweetness in there, and I don't know what it is. It doesn't taste like caramely. It tastes more like of a sweetie fruitish to me. But yeah, it's like definitely has that medicinal taste. And like you said, pretty thin.
Yeah, it doesn't take long to dissipate.
Which isn't a bad thing.
No. It would be a bad thing if it absolutely tasted horrible.
Right.
But it's not it's not bad, but it's not going to get a high rating from me.
No.
That's just where I'm at with it. If you want to start, go ahead.
2.25.
Woo.
I like it actually.
It's not a horrible pour. If I was at a buddy's house and they poured this for me, I'd be like, oh man, it's solid bourbon, thank you. But for $90, I mean, come on. I don't know why all the hype's around that bottle. I think I've seen more hype around the double oaked than I have this small batch. But yeah, $90. I mean, they just kind of blew this one to me for the price point. You know what I mean? If this was a $40 bottle, I'd be all over it. But you're talking more than double. I'm out. Oh, this won't be one I pick up. Maybe, and I mean, you know what we needed to do? We need to try this in a few weeks after it, see if it opens up any. Maybe it will. I mean, you've had bottles like that. I've had bottles like that. So, yeah. So that's where I'm at. 2.25. It disappears. It's medicinal. There's not a whole lot of complexity. The finish isn't great.
Well, I don't think I was necessarily thinking 2.25, but I do agree with you. $90 is way too high for this bottle. It's not bad, but it does have that medicinal taste to me, and I'm not a fan of that. I never did like taking medicine or any of that kind of stuff. So that's a turn off, along with the price point and everything. I do want to try some other offerings they have. It doesn't turn me off like to where I don't want to try anything else they have.
No, I agree completely.
But as far as this one goes, price point, and I mean, it's available. I've seen it on the shelf several places, that's just around here. That doesn't mean it's available everywhere, but I'm not a fan of it in that sense of the price point and what it has to offer. If it was $50 bottle, I'd be good with that. But I think it's $40 too high, my opinion.
I can buy a lot of Bud Light for $90.
Wait, what's up?
Cut. We got to cut the show right there. Killing me.
I got a reaction, didn't I, guys?
All right, so I'm going to give this a 2.5.
I'm going to say that 0.25 came because it's a gift. It's got the nose isn't very good. A little bit of kind of a caramel nose for me, and then like it's got a sweet start, but I don't know. Overall, it's not that great. The price point sucks. I'm gonna go 2.5 or 2.25. Price point kills it. I think the thing with like setting at $90, so it's the only part of it that kind of sparks my curiosity. I'm like, man, why is this at that price point? Is it gonna live up to the hype? And it doesn't. At $40, I feel like I'd walk past this bottle there's a lot of things that are even cheaper than that are better. It's not bad. But like you said, I'm down to try other things from there, from Peerless.
Peerless, yes.
I'm down to try other things, but this isn't very good.
So to follow up on, you probably seen me, I put a drop of water in it. It did not make it any better. In fact, it might have made it a little worse, in my opinion. What do you think?
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I would imagine that would cause the flavor to go away even quicker.
I think it brought out more harshness and more medicinal taste.
I got more.
I mean, it's sure enough a cough syrup now.
I don't get the cough syrup. I get the burn, but the cough syrup isn't there for me.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a fan, and that's what we think about Peerless. Sorry.
The small batch.
Yeah, the small batch. So it's
Oops.
do what you guys want, but I'm not going to go spend $90 on that bottle.
I agree. And the fact that it's a small batch kind of sucks, because if it was a single barrel, right, you could always be like, maybe
It's just that barrel.
Right, maybe we got a bad barrel. I might try it again. But the fact that this is like the one that they're like, yeah, this is it. Let's put this out. That's kind of disheartening.
No, I agree. I mean, it is what it is. So the cigar we're smoking just blows this bourbon just out of the water. And I don't mean that by strength, but I mean the flavor that this cigar has to offer is just phenomenal. We are smoking, and we've kind of done this on the last few episodes because we enjoy these so much. And we've talked about them in the past. This is an Arturo Fuente Naked King. I love this cigar, and I wish these were readily available, and they're not. They come out, and then they're gone. That's it.
Like most Arturo Fuente offerings.
Well, the specialty blends, if you will, you know.
I even see the regular stuff blowing off the shelves here recently.
I think they're behind on production.
Is that what? Okay.
They're having problems with production and stuff, which seems to be the story we hear nowadays with just about everything that involves some sort of manufacturing or whatever. So coming from overseas to here, it's hitting every market under the sun. So anyway, this cigar is phenomenal. We've had this on other episodes in the past, and we've talked more in depth on this cigar, and it still to this day doesn't disappoint. This is your first one to have.
It is.
What are your thoughts?
So, we all know I'm an Opus fanboy.
I like that his first time he gets sensual with the mic.
Yeah,
Talk about it.
Got to get in there.
Give it some mustache whips, too.
I don't have any mustache though. I wish I could grow one. I really like it. You know, like you said, it's not like a super bold cigar, but there's a lot of flavor and a lot of complexity. I'm a little bit more through because I started like way before we even started shooting because I needed a cigar because I haven't had one today. Right. I'm not an addict, people.
You just like what you like,
right? But this
every day.
This stick is great. It's changed, you know, throughout the entire smoke. I've been smoking it pretty slow, so all the flavor's been there. Hasn't gotten too hot or anything like that. It's burned great, which means you keep it, you know, in a good environment. But there's some nuttiness in there to me. There's some like hay. Hey. A grassy note. A little bit of earth, and I really like it.
None of that 420 stuff, though.
No.
Hey, that's coming up. We should do an episode.
Oh, nope. It's already passed.
No, it's the 16th.
No, 420's already passed. It ain't the 16th. You better look at your calendar again.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so I'm glad you enjoyed it. This is the first one you've got to have.
It is. Thank you.
I don't know if you've seen these at any of your stores,
Nope.
but they come around once, maybe twice a year. And every time they do, I'm all about buying.
Which I need to tell my man Robert to save me some of these when they come in, because he knows pretty much anything limited edition that comes in from either LFD or Arturo Fuente. He saves them for me.
Yeah.
Because me and him are homies, you know.
Well,
so I need to add these to the list.
Excuse me. These come in a like a Ziploc bag type of container, and then they have a card in there that says Naked Kings, and it's a nice presentation, but they're not in a box. So like I said, every time that these come around, I'm 1,000% all about it. P-Dub, it's too bad that you don't smoke.
I'm pretty sure anytime it says Fuente, you're all about it.
Well,
You are the biggest fangirl for him.
well, but I also like Rocky Patel a lot too. Rocky Patel's got offerings that I really enjoy too. LFD does too. I mean, there's a lot of cigars I like, but if I was to go to narrow it down to a couple of standby brands as far as branching out across all of the offerings they have, Arturo Fuente is going to be at the top of the list. However, Rocky Patel's up there as well. I like several offerings he has, but the one I like the most is the one we have on here all the time. You know, the Disciple.
Yeah. If I was a smoker, I'd be a fan of both those companies. Fantastic company.
And Rocky Patel has been amazing to Buddy Spirits and Cigars. They have been awesome to us, and we've made good friends with them, and we've enjoyed the relationship we've had with them for years. But if I'm going to narrow it down to two, and as far as the variety they have and the amount of cigars out of that variety that I enjoy, those are going to be that for me. I like LFD a lot, just like you do.
Yeah.
They just don't have a wide variety, much of a variety as those other two.
I agree. For me, AF obviously, and then I really like the I like the Disciple, but I probably got the letters wrong, but DDBS or DBBS or DBS. Those from Rocky were really good. I really enjoyed those. But as far as my two brands here lately, it's been the Arturo Fuente and you already know Plasencia.
Yeah, Plasencia is solid as well.
Dude, they're so good.
They're not as available in some places though.
For me, they are, but not down here.
Yeah,
you're
don't
right.
See them at most cigar stores you go to, you can find some sort of Arturo Fuente and some sort of Rocky Patel.
Yeah,
Plasencia is not that way.
Yeah,
I mean, not that I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but availability is just not.
They're the only cigar. In Tulsa, they're everywhere, but
yeah,
they're the only cigar I buy by the box. Everything else I buy, if obviously
half a dozen at a time or something.
Right. If I could find Arturo Fuente by the box and could afford it, I would, but Plasencia is the only cigar I buy by the box, and that should tell you, where I'm at with it.
All right. Well, there's our review on Peerless small batch. Like I said, and here's where I'm at. Another thing, just to kind of drive this home a little bit, you can get some store picks for less money than this that blows this out of the water. And so we have some exciting stuff coming up with liquids that we got to be involved with. That's coming up. Liquids in Owasso. We've been talking to you about this store. You guys have got to go visit them because what's coming is just going to blow your socks off. So that's all I'm going to say. Can't release any more than that, but it's something for you to look forward to. We got quite a bit of stuff in store for this whole year that we're going to be involved in. So you guys we appreciate your support, and we're going to try to keep bringing good stuff to you. That's all we have time for in this episode. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.